in here. And today, I want to talk about limiting beliefs. Those are the beliefs that are not resourceful. They get in your way, and before you even start out on whatever task it is you want to accomplish, if you have a limiting belief, it's going to get in the way and stop you from that accomplishment. How many people here are familiar with the quote from Henry Ford? I actually have it right here on my mouse pad. This is how important I think it is. And I probably drive my kids crazy with it because they've had to listen to me repeat it for years every time they tell me they can't do something. And the quote's really quite simple. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. It's a pretty powerful statement to make. Is it just in your thoughts? Well, no. I mean, you can't just think yourself into being a virtuoso violin player. You still need to practice, but practicing in your head and knowing you can hit the notes is as important as physically practicing and teaching your body to finger and use your bow correctly. If you're a sports player, it's as important to be able to see yourself making the shot or hitting the ball or running faster than everybody else as it is to actually exercise and train your body to do it. And if you're in sales, it's just as important to be able to picture yourself making the sale as it is to know the skills and techniques to go out and do it. So what if you find you are stuck with some really stinking thinking, some beliefs that just are not going to help you in any way, shape, or form? They're what we call unresourceful. Well, I've got a technique for you here. And what I want you to do is just sit back, close your eyes and relax, and just think and visualize here. You're going to need 4 different beliefs to do this exercise. Your first belief is going to be one that you are absolutely positive is factual. The sun is going to rise tomorrow. Which way is north? Something that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's true, that it's real, and that it's resourceful. Second one, you're going to pick one that's a little bit wishy-washy, one that doesn't matter as much, one that maybe you don't believe or maybe you just don't care about. Maybe I could have a glass of water, or I could have a glass of pop, or I could have a glass of tea, or something that's just not real strong. You just don't care a whole lot. A third one that is absolutely, positively, beyond a shadow of a doubt, ridiculous to you. Now, it doesn't matter if it's ridiculous to someone else or not. I mean, if there's somebody out there that really believes that the moon is made of green cream cheese, well, that's their belief. If you don't believe it, that'll work just fine. We won't get into conspiracy theories here, so I'm not going to touch any of those. But if you want to use something along those lines, that's your business. The fact is, you want to absolutely positively believe the second one, be kind of wishy-washy on the third one, on the second one, and on the third one, absolutely positive beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's completely false. And now you're going to use your actual one that you want to replace. So that's 4 beliefs you've got. Positive, wishy-washy, negative, and the one you want to replace. And what I want you to do is just kind of close your eyes, sit back, and picture where in space around you that absolutely positive belief is. Does it have a color? Does it have a sound? in your imagination, how do you see it in your mind's eye? Take a few minutes, locate it, even point to it if you want, so that you know exactly what space that occupies in your mind's eye or in physical space, depending how you visualize things. Now I want to move on to the second one, the wishy-washy one. You want to do the same thing. You want to think about where it is. Does it have a color? Does it have a sound? Is the positive one hot? The wishy one kind of lukewarm? The negative one, is it cold? Or maybe they're the opposite, or maybe for you they don't have any heat at all associated with them. So you want to come up with all the submodalities you can, which are the different things you can assign to it, whether it be heat, color, nearness, farness, sharpness, dullness, and picture each one, where they reside and what attributes they've got. Okay? Now we're going to start with this belief that is really unresourceful to you. It's one that is holding you back. Perhaps it's one, I'm not good at sales. So you're going to picture that belief in the position of where the absolutely positive one is. You're going to give it the same colors. You're going to give it the same sounds. And now you're going to picture throwing it out. And it's going to be like kind of like a boomerang. And it's going to come way back around. And it's going to land in the spot of the wishy-washy one. Okay? I know it sounds kind of crazy, but just go with me on this. Now you're going to picture it, and you're going to think about it with all the attributes of the wishy-washy belief. The same colors, the same heat, the same sounds it's making. And now you're going to, once again, you're going to pick it up and you're going to throw it out. And it's going to be like a boomerang. It's going to come all the way back around. It's going to land in the spot of the negative belief. And you're going to sit there and you're going to think about how this negative belief is now a new color, a new heat, a new sound perhaps. Now I want you to just break state. Stand up, clap your hands, take a deep breath, and think about that unresourceful belief you had. How does it feel? If it feels better, great and terrific. If it doesn't, contact me. I've got a few more techniques we can try. Now, you can do this one step further. We just, hopefully, using this technique, actually lessened your belief, or maybe even eliminated for you this limited belief. What if we were to replace it with a better belief? So not only have we just lessened the one that was limiting what you were doing, but we're actually going to create a new belief that will support what you want to do. And what works best when we're doing these types of beliefs is, instead of doing something of, I am a great salesperson, to do it in a process form. So what you're going to do is say something like, my salesmanship is increasing every day. It gives you a starting point, and it allows you to get better and better each day as you go on. So what you're going to do now is take the new belief that you want to create, and you're going to play it backwards from what we just did with the limiting belief. So you're going to start it wherever that spot was that you visualized the false belief. You're going to picture that belief, and you're going to give it the color, and you're going to give it any sound that belief might have had, and any heat. And now we're going to throw it out, but now you're going to throw it backwards, and this boomerang's now traveling backwards. It's going to land in the spot of the wishy-washy belief, the one that you're really not sure whether it's real or not. And you're going to now look at that belief, and it's now going to have the colors and the sounds and the heat and the position of that wishy-washy belief. And once again, we're going to pick it up and we're going to throw it out. It's going to come all the way back around like that boomerang again. It's going to land in the position of where your positive belief is, where the one that you are absolutely positive beyond a shadow of a doubt is true. So we've now taken it from non-belief to wishy-washy belief to absolutely positive belief. Once again, I want you to clap your hands, break state, open your eyes, recite your phone number if you have to, anything that's going to make you wide awake and just kind of back on track again, and see how your beliefs feel. Let me know in the comments how you did with this exercise. I'll be interested to hear.